So I was at the pharmacy today, and Florida water caught my eye. And right next to it, I said, wait a second, is that what I think that is? And yes, it was Maja. Now, if you are Puerto Rican, Boricua, you know what Maja perfume is. So I had to check the price. Supposedly it was $9.99. And I remember that every mother, grandmother, abuelita, tia, everyone had the Maja soap set. It was something that we'd always give to our mothers for Mother's Day and Christmas. And they'd always keep it in the bathroom. And whenever you walked into the bathroom, the Puerto Rican bathroom had that scent of La Maja. So for $9.99, I had to just take the 3 packages. And of course, I was looking for the soap set. They didn't have it, but they had this talc powder. And remember, a lot of the women also carry the talc. Here is the body cream, but I have my own brand of body cream, so I didn't really pick this up. So I wanted to check the price to make sure it was $9.99. And I checked it out, and there it is, right there. And it is Eau de Cologne, but the box says Eau de Toilette. Okay, but hey, $9.99, I'm gonna bring it home with me. This was one of my abuelita, my grandmother's favorite perfumes, maybe because she got it as a gift from everyone. And I remember every abuelita, tia, espiritista, especially in Espiritismo, they would wear this cologne. It was way stronger than the formulation now. The box is really beautiful. I haven't seen this in a while, but it's got that Spanish, the flowers. And it says right there, agua de tocador, eau de toilette. And I remember the eau de cologne. I remember in the 70s, it was way stronger than the formulation now. Of course, a lot of the ingredients in the perfume today are illegal, but here's that traditional bottle that I remember. So Perfume Maja is considered a floral amber spicy oriental, and it was first launched in España, in Spain, in 1921. So this perfume is over 101 years old. So the top notes are geranium, citruses, orange blossom, and tobacco. The middle notes are carnation, cloves, roses, nutmeg, lavender, jasmine, and leather. And the base notes are patchouli, benzoin, amber, oak moss, cypress, and tonka bean. It used to have other notes that sadly have become illegal, and so they're not used. And so when you spray it, I just smell a very strong, feminine, floral rose, and mostly rose. The first thing that you smell is that rose scent and maybe some carnation and a little bit like of a metallic note to it. And after a while, when it starts to dry down, you start picking up the patchouli and the earthy amber incense aroma to this fragrance. When it was first launched in 1921, flamenco was at its height. So when you think about this aroma, it was a favorite of Carmen Amaya, the queen of the Sacremonte gypsies. Soon afterwards, it became very popular throughout Spain with the aristocratic Las Señoras of Spain. And then it made its way into the Caribbean, where it was a favorite of all, Puerto Rican, Cuban mothers and aunts. And, older women. This is not a scent for young noses. Now, if you study Caribbean folk magic, Espiritismo, you will notice that a lot of the spirits or espiritistas have this certain fragrance that they like to perfume their spirit guides. And so this perfume became very popular with Las Gitanas. In Brazil, it's very popular with Las Pombagira spirits. It's a very feminine, seductive, perfume. Growing up, I remember this was a very popular fragrance with the transgender and queer community, especially drag queens. I remember I had a drag queen friend who, whenever she would perform, she would always use her Maja perfume. And I remember growing up, my mother had a drag queen friend. Her name was Dougie, and this was Dougie's perfume to seduce men. I just remember everyone in the 70s and 80s, this was the smell of las puertorriqueñas in Puerto Rico, every Puerto Rican bathroom smelled like Maja. So I also picked up the talc. Now, I don't really necessarily use talc powder on my skin, but I remember everyone used this before, and they believed that it had magical properties of seduction and to bring men. And they would use this talc powder as like a sachet powder, like they would sprinkle their couches, their furniture, their body, of course. They would, fragrance their body. But they would also, I remember my mom would sprinkle the bed. And when she sprinkled the bed with Maja, she wanted to get lucky that night. So it was used as like a magical powder to seduce one's husband or one's lover. In Caribbean folk magic, in Christian folk magic, in Espiritismo, many spirits have a certain fragrance that they like. And so La Maja falls under those popular spiritual colognes such as Florida Water, Pompeya, Rev d'Or, 4711, Siete Machos. And it is used often as a gift when you make a petition to one of your spirit guides and they grant you that petition, then often spiritual cologne is bought as a, giving, like as a gift to the spirit guide. Maja is also used in a lot of Caribbean folk magic to attract, to seduce. It could be used as a personal fragrance, as a personal perfume. It could be used to spray down a talisman, an amulet, a crucifix, a rosary. It could be used in your, sprayed in your mop water to attract love, seduction, passion into your life. It is a very beautiful floral scent, not masculine whatsoever. Very popular with, as I said, the Gitana spirits, the gypsy spirits, las flamencas, las españolas, and in Umbanda, las pumbashiras. Now, although Maja is used traditionally as an offering to a spirit guide or in trabajos work for seduction and to attract love and passion, I've also heard it being used by brujas and hechiceras in their negromancia, in their necromancy, and in their hoodoo practices to attract a succubi spirit on a wandering or cheating husband, so that this husband will only have eyes on the wife and lose his sexual potency on any other woman. Never used it that way, but anyways, it has its dark uses, I guess you can say. But anyway, so I picked up 3 bottles. I'm probably going to keep one for my espiritu, my guia. And of course, I picked the talc powder, and I'm probably going to give 2 away to, 2 of my godchildren. This is very nostalgic. It reminds me of growing up. If you're Puerto Rican, Cuban, and you were raised in the 70s, 80s, you might remember your abuelita, your grandmother, maybe an aunt wearing this. The home always smelled like this. So I think this would be a great gift for the holidays. Anyways, this is Sancista Brujo Luis. Much love. Ciao.